So on this lovely Monday, we have 5 things on the list of things that can be done. We got a robot file not found error, and that was in the oops. Where exactly was that? Was that in the Rolang channel? No, it wasn't. It must be in the robots channel. Nope, it wasn't here either. Well, I can't. Maybe Gary deleted it.
All right. Did you put it in minimize by chance?
Okay, but we can look in any case. And the PM2 robot. And it looks like this is the standard error we always get when we start it. Just warnings. Oh, we have an unhandled promise here. That's kind of new. Looks like it restarted here. Okay, well, we could look back in the error file and see what it is, but we can wait until it happens again. Main reason I use this command is to find the name of the log file, because it puts different suffixes after it. Like the current file is error-5 and log-5. And then we can look in those files for more detail. And hit Control-C, stop logging. Although we might want to have a window with a log in it.
So this is deprecated. Use util instead.
Yes, we should do that at some point, because it'll stop working. I wanted to do a define enhancement to rho-bot so that we can define values. And then we have the portal view staging problem, which I'm a little bit hesitant to get into today because I don't really have any plan of attack. The only thing we want to do is start using GitHub. We're going to try to get other people to help us with the problem, and we need a sort of a place where we can talk about it, so to speak. And GitHub issues would make sense. Then we have the November, December rewards, which we already went over. If somebody else joins, we might want to revisit those. Unless you have some specific comments about it. And we have the issue of January activities. And we have the voting stuff. And the social ledger. I don't know if anything else we have.
Yeah. So do we need to put GitHub issues in still?
I think so, just as a matter of tracking the project. I mean, to some extent, we're tracking them in the log. But
yeah.
As we're reaching out to get other people to participate, GitHub is a better thing. I was thinking of creating another channel in Discord, inviting people there. For example, Joachim is not active in CoLab. Maybe we could get him in.
Yeah.
There's other people we could engage if we had a clear issue to point them to. Right? So I think for issue tracking, we should use something.
Yeah.
Why not GitHub? Now for the social ledger, it's not okay. Depending on what we're working on, there's a different GitHub repository.
Yeah.
So we should be sure to have the repositories pinned or whatever and linked. For example, we have an issue here.
Yeah.
Okay, and we want to have it. Okay, where is that? How come I can't find that?
What are you looking for?
What is it? What's Joachim's GitHub account again?
Seneus, I think. SEENIUS. There it is. This one down.
Hey, David. Welcome.
Hey, David.
Hi. Hi, Jim. Hi, Addy.
Hey, Happy New Year.
Yeah, same to you. Well, this is not the first time we're meeting this year, is it?
I don't know. It's just,
Yeah, we met on Saturday
yeah,
during Dan's office hours, yeah?
right. Okay. So, uh, I don't know. I'm just going to put up here. August 30th was the last comment. Um, 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 I'll just update this. Um, I guess in the Dig Light meeting today, it was suggested that we, in order to get more people involved in issues that we have issues in there, and we update them, and we are.
Would it be necessary to make the collab Discord the link?
Yeah, we should make it a link, but I'm actually not sure how to make a link to a channel in Discord. Make a link to a server, but not to a channel. We are currently having difficulty staging the code on rho-bot.net in the Big Life account. Okay, and then really in the Dig Life portal here, we should put the details of the issue. Like a new issue here. Trouble staging on rho-bot.net. Okay, and we have Why is that dead? Big life. A password we share. And Big Life portal. Okay, and cat page JSON, and we have build command here. So we do a npm run build. Okay, and this takes a while. And builds. Built the whole thing and it finished this time.
No, it always finished building. It was just running, and after that we couldn't do, right?
No, this would hang forever. As you know, we would print out all this stuff and it would just hang forever.
Oh, would it? Okay.
Okay. We look under source there. We have, we don't have any index here. Okay, we don't have any run command. Okay, so you would think node index.js would run it. That's what we would think. But it doesn't understand ES6 commands. It doesn't understand the import command. The problem here. So we have this run file, which requires Babel register and then index.js, and that does the processing to make it ES6 compatible in principle. So we do a node run.js. And now we get back into the loop. Things missing. It wants to transform runtime. And it doesn't have transfer and runtime. Why do? So we need a plug-in, Babel transform runtime. So we do an npm install --save dev, because we want it in the development side, I think. Babel. Transform. Runtime.
I think Babel's fault is spelled incorrectly.
Babel transform runtime. Okay, didn't find it. I think it's
Oh,
Babel.
Babel plugin transform runtime.
Should we do a fix here or just leave the vulnerability? Let's see what it does. We never did that. Apparently it fixed one vulnerability. Okay, so let's try run.js again. Transform view JSX is missing. Looks like we're missing all the plugins. I don't know how this worked for so this.
I mean, they should all be specified as dependencies, right?
Hmm? Well,
They should all
we didn't get any of the dev plug. We didn't get any of the plug dependencies. The plug, any of the Babel plug, any of the dev plugins for Babel we didn't get from Code Sandbox. So the repository doesn't include any dev dependencies. View JSX. Okay. Preset stage 2. So I need Babel preset. Okay. And now all of a sudden we broke.
Yeah.
We broke it and can't. Now it doesn't understand import anymore. So I'm just gonna take this whole thing. And I'm going to paste it in here. Does that work? Oh, it's not JavaScript. So I probably shouldn't put JavaScript. Oh, I put this in the wrong place altogether. This goes in here. Okay. So I recorded the issue here. So anybody can see it. And like we've spent so many hours on this, Audie and I, in the last month or two. And we keep going in circles.
I'm starting to think that we need to actually use webpack to run the app as well, though.
Let's try to build now.
Because in the meanwhile, I've just been reading about what webpack does and how it does it, and it essentially builds a bundle for you. But apparently, after it's built, you can run it by simply typing in webpack.
Okay, so let's run another build and try it again. Okay, now we're back to where we were. This runs forever.
Yeah, so that's what watch does. Watch basically watches for a change in the files, and if you make a change, it rebuilds. So in theory, if it's doing that, it's actually done it correctly.
Okay, but the last time we ran it, for some reason, it didn't continue. So we're not changing anything right now. So we don't have to watch. Right?
Just type in webpack. I just want to see what that does.
This view is no good here. Right? So remove, or is it prune? Remove seems to work. Okay, so when we remove this and we run it, says we need it. But let's see what happens if we do a build.
That's still built, yeah.
Okay, so I guess it's done. Built all this stuff. And so now I do a .js and I get same thing, stage
Can you just type in webpack and execute it?
Just webpack?
Just webpack, yeah.
Doesn't seem to be doing anything.
Hmm.
Do you have Webpack installed robo.net?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. In fact, this the build command runs webpack.
Oh, what's that in the background? Something happened. Yeah, so it is actually building bundle.js.
We haven't figured out the mode stuff.
The what stuff, sorry?
And we know this thing takes a long time to load
Hmm.
when you first start it. So that's not a surprise.
What if we don't try running run.js, but bundle, depending on where it is? Because I think it's in the built-in folder, isn't it?
Let's just verify. I think this puts everything it makes in the source file.
Does it? Or does it create I thought you created a new folder. Or puts it on the root. I'm not really sure.
We have a build directory here that we made before, but that's old stuff, I think, from November 26th.
Yeah.
Okay, we tried to build stuff here.
What's on the root?
I'm going to remove the build file so it doesn't confuse us. What's on the root?
Oh, bundle.js at the
Does
very
that
bottom.
just run that?
Yeah, because that's what it's built, right?
Okay. That's for the browser. It's not for here.
Hmm.
So we probably have some basic errors in how we're running it. We really need somebody who knows you to help us.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's
Um,
go back here now. Oops.
I did find a tutorial on how to run webpack basics, and this thing suggests have it install the dev server as well.
Do you want to share your screen?
Yep, I need to log into what do you call it, rho-bot.net as well. But I'll show you what I'm looking at. If I can find, here it is. Screen 3. This. Is this sharing? Hasn't got the weird little box thing. So that's the watch, but more the dev server we're after. And then just says run dev, and you can go to localhost 8080 and you'd see your application.
Right, but we didn't set up a dev server.
No, that's what I'm saying. Is it worth installing it? Because like we just found there, everything's designed to be run from a browser window, right?
Okay, you want to try that?
I think it's worth a try. Do you want to just do it on your end? Because otherwise I need to log into it.
Well, it'd be better if you do it.
All right, I'll log into it. Let's see. All right, let's just pull this one over here. Oh wow, that's laggy. We didn't need to install it globally, did we?
I'm sorry, what?
We didn't need to install it globally, did we?
I think that recommended. Webpack is installed globally, right?
I don't know. It's got a -G on the end, but then I don't know if our
You need a sudo to do that.
I don't think it works if we install it globally.
Yeah, you need a sudo. I don't know that. I think Big Life doesn't have sudo actually.
That's install it locally then. Would it work locally?
Oh, yeah, it should find it.
Oh, apparently we need to restart the system. An acorn requires a pair of acorn.
What are you doing now?
Just this line here. Is it worth filling in the peer dependency?
Is that an error?
No, it's a warning.
You can install that. I don't know what it means by requires a peer. Now these probably should all be saved as, right? Well,
Ah, true, yeah. Cool. Anyway, what we're doing, we're running webpack. Webpack-dev-server. And we'll see what it does. Project is running at localhost 8080. Output is served from /.
that looks pretty good. Try it.
So robot.net/8080.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it won't be there. Refuse to connect.
I was thinking it says it meant that the server is running on robots /8080 and the output is what?
Output is served from /.
Okay. Well, let's see if the type
How do you back
UFW, type UFW.
Did you want me to keep this background?
Yeah, do a Control Z. Do a BG.
Cool. Okay. UFW.
Hey. Owens, greetings. Hey,
Hi, Jim. Good evening.
doing good. Good to see you.
Thank you.
UFW.
Hi, Ad.
Hello.
Hi, Jim. Yeah.
Password is for the live chat.
I don't think he's in UFW. Oh,
Yeah, before it gave me that error for UFW because of, well, lack of administrative.
yeah. Oops. Oh no. Oh. So I have to add, dig live command to the sudo group.
Oh, right.
Uh, um, I'm doing UFW-L.
Did you want to steal the screen share back?
Yeah, what is it, UFW status?
That sounds like it'll work.
Okay, well, point is here, 8080 is not open.
Oh,
So
I
I'm going
wonder
to do a UFW allow 8080.
that'd be great. Yeah. Because actually it did say at the start of the window, right? System restart.
Skipping existing rule. Oh, 8080 was already there. Never mind.
Okay, so it is open.
So the site can't be reached, period, huh? Now,
Refused.
the other instruction you looked at said type, the other instruction you were looking at said to do slash webpack dev server.
Where are we looking? That's a logger part up and load is preloaded. Slash webpack dev server. No, it just says run it, just as is, which is what I did.
Go down, you know, it says go to, see, it says go to slash webpack dev server.
Oh, right, that one does.
Yeah.
Alright.
You know, if the server's not there, I'm not sure that's going to make any difference.
Yeah, probably won't, but rule it out. No, refuse to connect. So ours didn't say that much. It just said running in localhost 8080 or something.
It thinks it's running.
We didn't get all this time, like the time and the rendered and built stuff. We just got 2 lines.
Interesting. I did a curl.
You did a curl?
8080 and I got something back.
Ah, okay.
So it is running on localhost.
Localhost 8080.
Yeah. But apparently it's not running on the...
rho-bot. I mean, is it possible that it's on a different URL?
type curl localhost HTTP localhost 8080.
Curl HTTP colon. All right. Oh no, it does work. This is very slow. Whoa.
So it's listening at localhost, but it's not listening on the external IP address.
So there's something else going on then.
Right. In other words, there's two interfaces. There's localhost and there's.
Is there any way to view what the external domain is? Are we sure it's rho-bot.net?
Yeah.
Okay. Is anything else running on rho-bot.net/8080? Oh, sorry.
I don't believe so. I mean, if something else was running, we would see it. Then we'd get something else on that port. Right now, nothing's listening on that port.
Right. Yeah.
On the external address, nothing's listening. Only on the internal address. So there's something in the configuration for the dev server that says only expose it on the internal interface.
So that's the next one is sorting that.
Okay. Well, it's interesting that we got this far.
Yeah. That's running weird. How to access.
What the hell happened here? Oh. How do I add somebody to a group again? I guess won't worry about that now.
Yeah.
So in the config directory, we have dev environment.js.
Yeah.
So
how do you view running tasks?
Jobs.
Jobs. How do you stop them?
Go FG foreground. Control C.
That makes sense. Cool.
I think if you did a kill %1, it probably would have done it also.
What does this one say? One of them said something. No. Host space. So I can do host space IP. In theory, I should be able to see. Let's try that.
Ah.
Yeah. Well, it's taking a while, but it's doing something.
It might take a long time.
It's already loading 3 megabytes, wasn't it?
Now, when we run this at Code Sandbox, it shows this working thing.
Yeah. I mean, this is still just waiting though on my end. Wait until bundle finished /. That's new. Oh, is it perhaps building something? There you go. That's blank. Compiled with warnings. So, now if I try this, dig life portal with nothing on the screen. Built files will be auto-injected. So, got as far as a white screen called dig life portal.
Okay, if I do a
It says built files will be auto-injected, but right now it's not really injecting anything.
built files will be auto-injected.
Yeah, except they're not being very
They're not being injected.
unless I do what this suggested, specify an entry file and an output file.
All right, well,
The app.js or index.js.
what's your schedule, David?
I dropped off the call, I think.
Wow.
Okay, let's try this one.
Oh, Owens, are you there?
Oh, okay, can't resolve.
Owens. Looks like we lost Owens too. There she is.
Yeah, hi, Jim.
Hi. So have you looked over the bounty December bounty sheet?
Yeah, I did.
You have comments, updates, changes, anything, any issues?
No, no, no. It's okay. I don't have any issues with it. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not getting anything.
Okay. I'll put the link to that. I put the link to that in the blog.
Oh, yeah.
Link to those instructions.
Okay, so we figured something out at least. So it's bundle is the one that has everything in it. Webpack server can run it, but for some reason it won't inject the contents of bundle into the window.
Yeah. So I don't know how we find that out.
Yeah, looks like we're not the only ones. Oh, I've lost my page.
No.
Dash dash inline. try that one. And without that, I'm pretty much out of ideas. It built pretty quick. Yeah, no, it's not injecting.
Well, see, it looks like there's a lot of webpack. What happens if you type webpack serve?
Let's have a look. See. The serve. Like that.
I think so. Where is it?
Would you
Webpack
like-
dash serve, sorry.
So would you like to install? Let's go with no for the moment, and then
No space.
all right. Not installed. Might as well install serve and see what happens.
That was something somebody else tried, and they said it didn't work. They didn't say why it didn't work.
Right, yeah.
Well, let's try to get something else done.
Yeah.
We'll revisit this tomorrow, I guess. Maybe think about what we might do. Yeah, I think what you're doing here is you're creating a new application.
With webpack serve or dev server.
I don't know, maybe not.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a bit of an odd one. Oh, what else do we have to do?
Well, what we did yesterday was we wrote a Rolang program. We made a Rolang program. New user. New user.row. And it looked up the locker channel. And created a new locker and printed out the URI of the locker. And then it printed out, and then it created an inbox in the locker. And it printed out the URI of the inbox. And that's used for voting. Okay. Now, so we created a new user command. So when somebody types in new user colon, basically it runs that new user.rho program. Turns on the tail watch so you see what's in the log. It runs in the an rnode eval. And that creates a new user. And you get a locker and you get an inbox. Now, one of the problems we have with this, going in the new user channel, go in the robots channel and type new user colon.
Oh, sweet.
Where are you? I didn't see it. Are you in the robots channel?
Hang on. No, I need to be in the right channel.
Where did you do it?
I didn't need, I've just removed it. Now we'll go to robots and new user column. I don't need rolling or anything, do I?
No. Okay, so you got a locker address and a inbox address.
Do I need to keep those or?
Okay, so that's the problem. Where do we keep these? How do we use these easily?
Yeah.
And so what I'm looking to do is where we can do a define. And we can put at aviation hacker, and we can put your inbox. Oh, that's interesting.
What's
This
that?
number 475 here is going to screw things up.
Still 793, yeah. But when you hit enter though, it just goes as per name. I'd say try it because it does drop the name, the number when you post. So
I think the number's going to be in there anyway. Like when it doesn't show it, but it's going to be in there. And oops. Um, my goodness. Well, that's for typing that. Now, if I do a pound define, at aviation, it doesn't matter what I put here, just test. I think that's going to give an error. Okay, and what I'm doing here is I'm using the C preprocessor to define variables.
The what processor, sorry?
This will give a bunch of errors. The C preprocessor. Okay, so I mean, if I just look at X, okay, I see I have 3 defines, and then I define $locker here, and then in the Roland code here, I put in $locker. Okay, so well, I'm going to get all kinds of errors here. But if I do a CPP in from X, let's say, I get an error at line 1. Macro names must be identifiers. Okay, so we can't.
So that number does throw a spanner at the works.
So that screws us up. Okay, so I'm going to take the @ sign off here and I'm going to use a $sign. Unfortunately, the app doesn't work. Now, that can be a problem if we have 2 people with the same name, which we could. I think we may have. But that's a whole nother problem. Creates all kinds of trouble. Okay, so this is what I want. So I want to be able to type a define command here, and then I have a global header here, which is a file that's going to contain all the defines. And then in the eval, I want to substitute all the defines. Like if I include the global header, then I have an end marker that I include. And then I include the Roland program that the person typed in. And I pipe that into CPP. I ignore the errors. And then I take off all the stuff at the beginning so the line numbers are right. And that gives me the file that just has the code substituted. So where I put in the dollar locker, it substituted in the row, the URI. So there's two things that are needed for that. One is I got to get the define to work.
Hmm. I did just have another thought. With the, when we create new user, it's using Aviation Hacker, right? What if we changed it to use Aviation Hacker number, or whatever it was?
Well, okay, we're not, I'm sort of creating this define functionality as a separate thing. The new user just sort of demonstrated demonstrated the need for, I mean, the fact that we have these now, we want to be able to use them easily.
Oh,
okay. I'm really making it a two-step process. One, you run new user, and then you do a define.
Yeah.
Of it. So if we do a define, we want to take the well, the easiest thing to do is to do an exec. So I'm just going to copy this exec. I don't know. We need the whole thing here. We don't really need it. I wonder why we have dir equals exec there. That dir doesn't make any sense. I have to see why I did that. But the easiest thing for me to do is, I mean, this could all be JavaScript. But okay, so we have a define command. And then we want to exec. I'm going to do an echo. This isn't such a good way to do it. An echo quote. a pound define space quote. Now I want to add plus the message.content dot substring okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I want from the 7th character on. And then I want to do a plus and then quote. And I want that to go append the file global dot h. Dot h is the header file.
Okay, right.
I used that same thing there.
How did you know you wanted character number 7?
Well, basically, I want to take off this define colon space.
Oh, right.
Okay, so I just saw here that I did in eval, it was 5 characters.
Yeah.
Now I may need it. I may need one more. I mean, that's what we'll find out. Okay, and do I need anything else here? I guess I can put a semicolon. I probably don't. I don't need it. Okay, so then I can right click that. Oops, that's all right. And then I can do a restart of rho-bot.
Yay.
Okay, now it didn't output anything. We didn't reply to the message or anything. We probably want to say something. Okay, so I'm going to enter this define aviation hacker here. What did I do? The colon ID colon.
Yeah, looks like that might have done it.
Let me put this in back quotes. That looks a little better. But of course, on a, we're not, when we edit a message, we're not processing it with in the procedure.
Yeah.
We're only processing when we add a message. So we go down to define colon. Oh, we want to look at global. There is no global. Didn't do anything.
Should we try repost a message?
Well, regardless of what print, how it looked. Okay, we just made it look better. Okay, it still should have defined it. Oh. Didn't work at all because this is missing a quote. So let's just delete that one. Do another one. Oh, I didn't restart it. Okay, let's do a okay, so we'll reply. So at least we know we did something.
Yeah. What is the update EMV thing it keeps saying?
The what?
In the window, there's that sort of purple line, and it says use update dash GMV to update environment variables.
I guess that's if you change your environment variables. You have to use that option.
Or are ours out of date or something? Or
No.
well,
We never changed it. We just have a token in there. Okay,
Bones.
so we do a define.
I think you're right. Defined.
And it says it defined it.
Oh, right. Yes. Yes.
And we got global.
Sweet.
And we have a defined aviation habiter. Okay, so okay, I had a global up here where I had locker defined. And so we'll do a pound define paste locker. Okay. And
Does it have a command for locker?
it's not there. Yeah, everybody's going to have a locker
Oh, yeah.
and an inbox. In order to create a locker, you have to access the locker contract. Oh, duh. I did pound define instead of define colon.
Oh, right.
Maybe I should have done pound define, huh? Instead of dollar define. So, you know, all the commands so far, they use a keyword colon.
Mm.
You know, that's our, I don't know if that's a good idea, but
There you go. That worked.
okay, and now,
What was the file not found error?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Has it found it now?
Yeah, Gary got a file not found error, and I couldn't find it. I guess he deleted it.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not sure why he got a file not found,
Hmm.
but I am worried. I you know, in temp directory. Oh, we got we have the username .rho for people
Yeah.
who, for the things that people evaluate.
Right.
Now this, here's the plowman.rho. Could cause a problem maybe because of the spaces.
Mm. Yeah.
There's only one file, but,
Yeah.
so it should work. But it could be that in our code we don't protect it or whatever. In other words, we would need quotes around it like this.
Yeah.
And in the server, oops, what did I do? Okay, we do temp author.row here, but we don't put it in quotes. Okay, we don't need quotes here. Yeah, this is fine. But down in the exec, here, we need quotes. So I'll put a quote here. Okay, do you understand why Piers the Plowman would be like 4 file names here? And we give an error. So if I put it in single quotes, that will let the name have spaces in it. Puts the author name here. You understand?
You've lost me with the last bit. So,
Well, I'm evaluating the file from the temp directory. It's the author's name.
yeah.
But the author's name was P-E-I-R space.
Right. Yeah.
Space in the author's name. So in the eval command, that's the end of the file name.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
By putting single quotes around the whole file name, I can put spaces in the file name.
Yeah. We'd have to do that for almost every file.
So hopefully hopefully that fixes the file error. So we got another. If that's fixed, that's done. Okay, so we have another problem here. This rnode eval, the file name. This file name doesn't include the stuff, the other stuff. Doesn't include global and such. It doesn't do everything.
All right. So we'd have to change that then.
So what do we do?
There might be something to look at for tomorrow, because I probably need to go now.
Yeah.
The other one was DigitalOcean kept saying a system restart is required. Should we restart
I'm slightly afraid to restart.
it?
For one thing, we've changed the we've changed the we've changed the name
Oh,
of the server, and I don't know how PM2 works exactly. Oops. PM2 reload all. Oh. PM2 save.
yeah, that's normal. Huh. Saves the process list. What do you know?
There's a way to make them all come up when you reboot the system.
Ooh.
Looks like we got all the things here. I don't know. So I can just say start all.
Yeah.
After restart. After the reboot. Now I don't know what else is running. This will only restart the stuff under the RChain account.
Yeah. Whereas it wanted a system-wide restart, didn't it?
Yeah, we have to learn. PM2 will do that, I think. We just have to learn it.
Sweet. Oh, I better run off. So
All right.
I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, guy.
Yep.
All right. So the oops. So I'm going to copy this line here. To process these things. And I'm going to vi server.log, server.js, and go down to eval. What? Uh, okay, here's where it processes the eval. And this is the old eval command here. So I'm going to I'm going to put that down on the next line there. And I'm going to paste that whole thing here. And then I'm gonna do a semicolon. Space. And I'm going to, so I'm going to, I need to put this out to a file. This goes out to a file. And give the file that row here. And we need to put the original file here. And we have to give it a little different file name. I'm going to just call it row. So you call it row X. So when the guy reads the file, when we read the file name, we're going to call it row X. Then we're going to process the file with pound defines. Okay. Okay, so, oops, do I have an end here? No N. H to dot. So we have the N file. Okay. And we can say eval, colon, new, out, row, colon, just do out. And that's the out, and outlet locker. So I defined the locker as the address, and then when I print it out, I get the locker. Cool.